Why can't anyone stop Damian Lillard? Obviously, not easy. A lot of talk on Twitter about this drop coverage. Funny, ideally, drop coverage is actually meant to try to force long twos because the ball handler defender Trey Burke here is going to go over every pick and roll as he does here, and the big is going to keep backing up to the basket to try to stay between the roll man and the basket, make sure he doesn't get the roll or the offensive rebound, and try to force the ball handler into taking the long two. Problem is, you have a ball handler like Lillard, like Steph, probably the two greatest in history at pulling up off the dribble. A lot easier said than done because they are so good at stopping on a dime off the dribble from three, and they will absolutely pick you apart there. Even if you do succeed in forcing them inside the three-point line, no guarantee he's not going to use this great hostage dribble either and still weasel his way all the way to the basket. And if you happen to have more defenders come in to help, like you see Alec Burks here, instead of just the two guys involved in the pick and roll, Alec Burks come over and make Lillard think about pulling up right now, or make him think about continuing to penetrate and get in the gap. Now he's going to find kickouts for wide open spot ups for other guys. If you bring the big up at the level and try to take away the three, like Porzingis does here, you probably have a pretty slow-footed big that Dame is going to now just attack, especially with an inside-out dribble on that left side, and get all the way to the rim. Not the same clip, but just Porzingis being attacked over and over and over again on that left side. Again, you could try, like Dallas had to here when Porzingis fouled out, just switching, put a body on a body, make sure you stay matched up, one-on-one, man-to-man, but now Portland's going to become like Houston. They're going to match up hunt, look for the slowest defender like Luka, force Kleber to come over and help, making the dump-off pass to Whiteside for the dunk. Why can't anyone stop Damian Lillard? 51 and then 61. Let's dive deep into the film, see if there is any way to stop him and why it's so hard to actually get done. First of all, like I said, this drop coverage, I will admit, is getting picked apart right now. I would be shocked to see much of this going forward from other teams. But the thing is, though, these shots are just obscenely difficult. Look how good that rear view contest was from Trey Burke anyway. Dame has made 8 threes off the dribble against drop coverage alone in the past 2 games. Twice he's been fouled for 3-shot fouls, and he has 1 4-point play. Unbelievable production off the dribble from 3. Look at this empty side pick and roll again. You see the reason they don't want the big to contest this shot is if Porzingis totally commits to contesting this shot and both these guys end up contesting it, now Nurkic is going to be wide open on the roll, on the offensive rebound. The total backside is wide open. So Porzingis keeps backing up, which again is enough of a window for Dame to get his shot off. Loves in the double drag to snake even off the first screen. Philly got lucky a couple times early in this game. Dame was short. Usually you see that happen later in the game. Good rear view contest by Richardson here. So he's not going to make them all, obviously. It's a high difficulty shot. And with a good contest, good defender like that, you're doing pretty well. But when he starts hitting them late in the game, you better be ready to get the ball out of his hands. Because again, he is 13 of 29 from 3 in the last 2 games. Look at this one. Thibel's going to contest it from behind. Richardson is going to come over from off McCollum and contest it in the front. Doesn't matter. Doesn't bother Dame. His balance is just surreal. Again, you see that side clear out. So Nurk would be wide open on the roll. That's why the big can't step up. And Dame is so good at sensing any contact, leaning into you to get 3-point plays, or even here with Richardson tight on his behind. Dame's going to look behind, see where he is, jump into him, and get the 4-point play. Again, even if you do a really good job defending the first screen, look at Dame here. Between the legs, one dribble going left, elevate, balance is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And like I said, even if you force him inside the 3, no guarantee this is a whole lot better because Dame on wide open free throw line jumpers probably is going to shoot like 80%. Little better, little tougher here. Doesn't matter. He's got solutions for everything. Great players make great plays. Doesn't matter what defense you play. Again, here they force him inside the 3-point line, but now Dame with the big back is going to rise up for his floater. Solutions on top of solutions. And again, Embiid all the way back at the rim. Try to take away the rim for Lillard, but he's so worried about his man, the Dame is too good again, getting in there, finishing off the glass. Norvell, same thing, stand upright. Dame's going to cross over, jump into you. 33 of 34 from the free throw line since his 2 misses against the Clippers. Thibault does a decent job here. Horford initially does, but then reaches in. Again, living at the free throw line. And then, like I said in the intro, you start to bring more guys in instead of just letting the 2 guys in the pick and roll handle it. Now, Kleber's so worried about Dame, he's going to come in. Well, now Luka's going to have to rotate to Kleber's man, which is going to make the swing to McCollum for corner 3 wide open. Or how about here, as you watch Thibault's going to totally leave his man, so worried about Dame shooting the 3 that he's going to run off of McCollum, which is going to put Tobias Harris in a horrible place, having to choose McCollum layup or Melo 3. No good choice there. Or if the big is kind of in between a little bit, Dame will gladly take the dump off. If you start to inch up more and more, again, that's what Embiid then was worried about, that dump off pass to Nurkic. Which, like I said, Lillard will gladly hit and play selfless and make the right play. This is not any of the clips you saw in the intro. It's just, again, more comedy of Dallas trying to bring Porzingis up. Look at him just backpedaling there, having no chance, keeping Lillard in front of him. Again, you want to take away the 3, that's fine, but then you better have a big who's quick enough to stay in front of this guy off the dribble. Not easily done. Hezzy, he'll lean into you. This one coming to the middle. Again, look, Porzingis, we're up this time. We're taking away the 3, but can he take away the between the legs cross? Other defenders have to come in to help. Melo corner 3. How do you stop all of that? Here we see the clear side pick and roll again. So this time, okay, Porzingis is up higher. Great. Not so great, though. But Dame's still able to beat him to the other side of the glass for the finish. Embiid, you want to meet Lillard at the 3-point line? Well, now you're gone. Hezzy, bye. Help comes over from Horford. Read the floor. Gabriel in the dunker spot. It wasn't just Kristaps on that left side. Here's Horford getting a little Hezzy as well. Again, really hard for 5 men to get up, move their feet that well, cut off the baseline. Not an easy task by any means. And Dame, again, will throw his body into you to get to the free throw line, like he does again here, and also for a 3-point play with the left hand finish off the glass. Other thing that opens up then, guards get so worried about the screen like Hardaway does here that they're going to jump to the screen too early. Now we have the reject. Now we have Dame driving away to his floater. Or Richardson being so worried about the screen here that Dame's opens the floodgates for Dame. Or Horford coming up to deny McCollum and Richardson again getting beat away. And even with Thibault's help, Dame's handle still too efficient with that much space on the floor. Or Porzingis coming up with the bigger Finney-Smith on Dame now, who Dame again is now going to use his speed advantage to Hezzy and then blow by, forcing help to come in. And great pass across his body to Gary Trent, who's shooting the ball great. So what can teams do? I think we'll see a lot more of this by Brooklyn in the play-in game and the playoffs potentially. Putting 2 on Dame, trap him, make him get rid of the ball, make Portland play 4-on-3. I think you're much better off making them scramble, make Hazonia take contested 3s than you are letting Dame, again, pick you apart. Get the ball out of his hands. But that also is easier said than done, because you put 2 on the ball like you do here, you better at least take away this first pass to Nurkic on this, again, cleared side pick and roll, because if you don't, that's way too easy of a dunk for him. You better be ready to rotate. You could switch, again, like we saw in the intro, Kleber does here, which is decent, because he's got better feet than Porzingis, but doesn't mean he's not still susceptible. Step back 3s, getting beat off the dribble. There's solutions for everything. That's what great offensive players have. What you might also see more of, I'd like to see, especially on the cleared side pick and roll, keep it iced, which means do not let Dame come off to the middle no matter what. Trey's job, force him baseline. Good. Get up into the ball. Porzingis' job, down in a stance. Basically, it's like a trap on the sideline. Use the sideline as an extra defender. These guys, weak sides, ready to come in if Whiteside rolls hard. Much better job that time, making Dame see a lot of hands, putting some pressure on the ball. Thibault, good pickup point here, right around half court. It's going to get screened, but it's going to keep pursuing. Look at these two guys. Stance, ready to rise up and contest if Dame's going to shoot. Dame gets rid of it, gets it back. Rescreen. Look at this, though. Look at Horford. Look at Robinson. Again, fighting. Make sure Dame can't rise up from three. Horford staying with him, but then backing up as Thibault keeps pursuing. Contest. Make Dame get rid of the ball. There's ways you can do it, but it's not easy. Why can't anyone stop Damian Lillard? Much easier said than done. Great players make great plays. Thanks for watching. Make sure you thumb up, subscribe. A lot more coming soon. 51-61, Damian Lillard.